In this third example, we're going to show a comparison of, or the importance of having good planning in terms of the design of a wind turbine between two homeowners. One homeowner decides to change a bit of the height of the wind turbine in order to generate more power because of the higher wind speed at higher elevation, in comparison with another homeowner who maintains the same height for a number of years without adding some initial investment in his wind turbine. So a homeowner installs a wind turbine at a system cost, okay, of $20,000 with the anticipation of a payback period of 10 years. So it means that after 10 years, this amount will be paid back because of the revenue coming from the wind power generation. The turbine is installed at a location where the wind has a constant velocity of 6 meters per second. A neighboring homeowner installs an identical wind turbine, so it's basically the same wind turbine, but invests at an additional $10,000. So instead of $20,000, it's now $30,000 in a taller tower to move the turbine to an altitude where the wind velocity is a constant 8 meters per second. So there's a difference of 2 meters per second for the velocity. So the question is the investment in a taller tower wise choice from a financial standpoint? So is it a good choice? Is it generating revenue at the end of 10 years? So that's the question here. So we have two situations. So for homeowner A, right? For homeowner A, so we have a wind turbine, okay, and this is the tower of wind turbine, and the velocity of the wind is 6 meters per second, and the capital cost is $20,000, and the payback is about 10 years. So 10 years, in 10 years time, the 20,000 will come back because of the revenue generated from the wind turbine. In homeowner B, basically the same turbine was used, but instead of this height, so we have height A, H1, the height of the second of the homeowner is higher. So now the height is higher, H2. So this difference of height is an additional of $10,000. So it's basically it's just adding some materials to increase the height of the turbine. But the rest, the diameter of the turbine, the other things are the same. And so the wind speed at this point here, okay, the wind speed here is V is 8 meters per second, all right, and the capital is now additional of 10,000. So 20,000 plus 10,000, which is equal to $30,000. So the question now is, is it a wise decision? Is the investment a good decision? So how do we know if it's a good decision? We will know that it's a good decision if the investment after 10 years will have a positive revenue. It means not a negative revenue. So we have to know exactly if the investment is good or not. So how do we know that? How do we know that? So let's try to solve this one. So solution here. So let's try first to know what is power. How do we know the power? So power, as we all know, is equal to the 0.602 kilogram per cubic meter times the efficiency times the area times the velocity cube. All right, so we all know that. But in this case, the power, the only difference between the two turbines is what? It's only the velocity, this part here. The rest, the efficiency, the area, and of course this one is a constant, are all the same. So basically, from this equation, we can say that power is basically a function of the cube of the velocity, because these are all the same. So we can cancel out this one, right? So the power is a factor of or dependent on the cube of velocity. So we can just base the power based on the cube. So for homeowner A, the power is based on the cube of its velocity. So let's say V1 cube. So V1 cube is equal to 6 cubic meter per second, which is the velocity, and a shorter wind turbine cube, which is equal to 216 cubic meter per cubic second. For homeowner B, the cube is equal to 8 cubic meter per second cube, which is in this case is 512 cubic meter per cubic second. All right. So if we take the ratio between, because now you can see from this part, this is clearly higher, this is lower. So if we take the ratio between the homeowner B over the power of the homeowner B and the power based on homeowner A is equal to 512 over 216. So basically, we can say that this part is around 2.37 times higher. All right. So the power that is generated from homeowner B because of the change in height, and due to that there's a higher wind speed, is 2.37 times higher than the power generated in the wind turbine of homeowner A. All right, so 2.37 times. Now, if we look at the turbine for the turbine A, or homeowner A turbine, turbine, the capital cost turbine, all right, the capital cost is 20,000, and the payback period is 10 years, all right? So it means that after 10 years, it will be, the 20,000 will be recouped, or it will be become break even, all right? So in 10 years time, the generation, electricity generation, the revenue will be 20,000, all right? But for homeowner B, all right, this turbine, this generated amount for 10 years is basically 2.37 times higher. So after 10 years, okay, after 10 years, we can say that it's 2.37 times the 20,000. That is the revenue after 10 years for homeowner B. But because it is 2.37 times higher in terms of power generation, so it means that the revenue is also 2.37 times higher. So the total revenue for after 10 years is equal to $47,400. All right? So that's the total revenue for homeowner B. Therefore, after 10 years, all right, the turbine B, the turbine homeowner B is a good investment. Why? If you compare now, the 47,000 is much greater than the initial investment of 30,000. So it means that there is a positive, okay, this is a revenue, positive revenue, sorry, there should be a positive revenue of $17,400 after 10 years. So if you compare that to homeowner B, after 10 years, it is just break even of 20,000. But after 10 years for homeowner B, that's for homeowner A, there is a positive revenue of 17,400 just by changing the elevation a bit and adding capital investment, additional capital investment of $10,000. So overall, the decision of homeowner B is good, and so this explains the importance of having to plan out initially about a small change in details in terms of higher elevation, as long as the investment is reasonable. All right, so this is an example of the economics of wind turbines, a simple one.